So guys, you must have already seen our previous advanced price action video. So this is officially part 2 of that series. If we take a closer look at it, okay, so in this video as well, I am going to explain many more advanced price action concepts to you. And along with that, we will also be placing some live trades so that we can understand everything practically, okay? And I really want to tell you that if you haven't yet watched our full course series, and if you haven't started watching it yet, you can start our course series. Go to our channel and you'll find the course in the playlist. It's the SMC course where we explain all the SMC concepts, okay? So the first course, the first video, and the second video, I believe, should have been uploaded there already, so you can go ahead and watch them quickly. Okay guys, let's get started with the video. Now, first of all, let's take a look here at exactly what I can do. Okay, if we have come directly to the chart, then first of all, we need to see where the trend is in the market. A downward trend is going on. Although even a small child could look here and tell that the trend is downward, but there is one thing missing here, guys. That is that we are getting 64% here. That's why we should avoid this chart. Okay, let's open another chart that has a slightly better presentation. 19.2, but the market is performing very badly in 19.2. Okay, this one is also useless. This is also useless. We always do this. Let's go to crypto blanji. Although this is OTC cryptocurrency, it is not real cryptocurrency. Guys, okay, I am telling you beforehand, because in real cryptocurrency, there is no OTC. This OTC means over the counter, okay? Meaning this platform itself is running it. Keep this in mind, okay? You need to be careful. Okay, so we can trade in Tron, although I also have some investment in Tron, a little bit, okay? But our intention in trading Tron is not about investment. Okay, investment is a different thing. This is a different thing. Okay. So guys, can I place a level here? From here, the market gave a breakout. Then a retracement candle was formed, after which the market came down with a significant wick. And here this candle showed weakness, which means there are buyers here. The buyers are indicating here. The buyers, okay. After that, a red candle formed, but no problem. A retracement happened. Then a nice green candle formed, which engulfed the previous red candle. And that's why the market went upwards. Okay, the same thing happened here. A green one formed below, then a red one, then a green one. It retraced. After that, a red one formed. And after the red one formed, this green candle was broken out by the next. But it didn't engulf its wick, so the next candle engulfed its wick as well. The market then formed a red candle, then inside the red candle, okay? So this has been the scenario. Similarly, if we look at the Bitcoin chart, the previous chart didn't look quite right. Okay, I explained things to you there to help you understand. So now let's look at the Bitcoin chart and place these levels around our current level. So if the market closes here, okay, if the market gives us a closing here, then I will take a trade in the downward direction. Okay, I have placed a trade for a downward direction here. Okay, from here the market has moved quite a bit to the upside. Okay, so I have also placed a trade for the upside, so that if our downward candle trade doesn't remain profitable, then our upward candle trade will be profitable. At least it should remain. Okay, so anyway, the scenarios here are that there are higher chances of the market forming a red candle. Okay, although anything can happen in trading, a green candle can also form, a red candle can also form. But what we analyze, things we observe, for instance, the market went up, then formed 3 or 4 red candles here. The market then formed 2 green candles. From here, 4 red candles formed. Okay, so sellers are moving downwards. Earlier, the sellers were here, then they came down. Then they came down further, and then they came down even more. Look, the sellers have come down from this level itself. Okay, so our trade here has become profitable. The market will go a little bit higher from here. I will place 2 more trades here. Okay, guys, I have placed 2 more trades here. Although a pump scenario is being seen in the market, right now there won't be such a big pump that the market will be able to break out of that level of ours. Let's open the 5-minute chart once and see. Okay, guys, I am pretty sure that there are some significant wicks formed here in the market. Okay, so this indicates that buyers are getting active here. Gradually, we will now have to avoid taking selling trades. although there are some significant wicks formed in the back as well. Look, 1 wick, 2 wicks, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 wicks. That means this is also an indication that the market is in a selling phase here. But now, because of the buyer's candles forming at the bottom, I feel that right now we should, because to take a trade for the downside, we will have to wait a little bit, okay? Because there is a pump coming from the buyers. But we remained profitable in the trade here because the trend line level we had marked, the market moved upwards from there. Look here, the market gave a breakout, retested, formed a red candle, then another red candle below. There must be some certain level from where many retail traders' stop losses were swept, okay? Buyers apparently formed 2 green candles, then the market came down from this level. So the breakout has happened, guys, just the way we were seeing earlier. So selling was happening, but a breakout has occurred here. If this candle forms a red candle and engulfs the wick and body of this candle of ours, then the market can move even further downwards. Okay, so that is the kind of scenario we are looking at here. All right, so if we get a clear opportunity and if this red candle completely engulfs this current candle of ours, then we can confidently take a trade for a downward exercise, okay? Okay, so we identified a really good opportunity here and we definitely took advantage of it. All right, as I mentioned, if the market engulfs this candle of ours, which it did, then we request a trade in a downward direction, which is exactly what I did. Okay, I think that when I trade with a larger amount, it feels different, but right now we are just starting with a small position. Amount trades, although if I have to take 2 to 3 trades in a day, then I look for confirmation that as soon as the market gave a breakout here, after that, I look for a safety margin system. I look for a setup. When the market comes to the upper side around this level, I place a trade there so that it will give a closing below our level. Okay, a red one has to form. That is its psychology, but there is a candlestick psychology that a red one has to form, but it can give a closing below our level. So I place the trade here in that same way. Although we place the trade directly here, it's okay and it's a profitable trade, as you can see. We have made profitable trades here, okay, so you can see it here. A similar scenario is going on in the live market as well. The market is forming on the downside. So we haven't found a certain level here yet, so we cannot trade based on that. If I mark the level here first, then if we see a breakout there, we will place a trade here, okay? Okay, so this is our level. A breakout is happening. Okay, guys, I have placed a $500 trade here, okay? Now, the reason we placed the trade here is because there is a significant level here, as you can see, okay? The overall trend is towards the downside, okay? This indicated to us that the market is moving downwards. Now, these levels here were our maximum levels. If we look at the side of this, if we look on this side, after a strong green candle formed, a red candle formed, then 2 things formed, but a green one didn't form. Then when a green one did form, it broke through completely. It broke through that consolidation area and that level, so there was a significant level here. We took advantage of that level, and since that breakout happened, we placed a trade for the downside here. Although the market might come up now and form a retracement candle here. But I placed the trade because there was a significant movement here. 5 red candles formed on the downside, so I felt that the market would come down even further because we are seeing a significant dump in the market. Okay, so this is very important, right? That's okay. Now let's look at another chart. Let's check Polygon. If we apply levels in Polygon as well and it gives a breakout, then we can adjust for November if we look at the market from the past. But I feel that here in the market, right? The same. Here at this level, I think this could be a pretty good level for us. I have placed this level at the upper wick of this candle and the lower wick right here, so there are significantly higher chances of seeing consolidation in between. I will have to move this a bit lower, okay? There is a high chance of consolidation here, though the market might consolidate for a bit, and if it breaks out, it will either be on the downside or the upside. I still feel there should be consolidation, but it is not happening yet, and the market it has given a breakout, so we will place a trade here. Guys, I have placed 2 trades here. Let's see, guys, let's watch the movement. Although this candle of ours doesn't have a wick, which indicates that the market could reverse here, meaning it could form a green candle. But because the market has given a breakout at a fairly good level here and three red candles are coming in a good formation, that's why I have placed the trade for a red candle, because I don't think I have any buy signal here is available. Okay, because the market has also come down, so that's also there. Okay, so there are a lot of things that are giving an indication here that the market wants to go down and can also form a good red candle. If it doesn't form a significant candle, then the next candle could also be a significant red candle, although our trade on the upside will become profitable. In fact, because it might actually close below our level. Okay, as I said, guys, that it could close on the downside of the level. It did exactly that. So now we will go for buying here, guys. Now, why am I going for buying here? Now, I am pretty sure because the market is here. It has come well within our inside our box. You can see here. So let's see, guys. Its closing should be on the upside inside my box. Let's see. Let's wait and see what happens, what the scenario remains. Okay, brother. So you are seeing here that in the market, it should give a closing on the upside of our level, actually. Okay, guys. So look, the system got a bit messed up here. Okay, guys. Let's look at another chart like 16 now. DNB. I am actually going to reduce this a little bit. This will be better because we have obviously made a profit, so I think we should reduce it a little now. Okay, so I will set this level here and I will set this level here. All right, I have set them on both levels. The market is moving upwards. There could be consolidation. If this forms a red candle, then we will be sure here that the market wants to go downwards. If this red candle forms, then I will place a downward trade. Otherwise, this will also be ignored. Buyers might choose to enter here. What if the market comes down a little bit around this level? So I will take a trade for an upward direction if the market comes inside this box, even a little bit, because it could see a closing on the upper side from here. Okay, so my scenarios will be formed here. Okay, just let the market come around this level. That's it. Let's just increase it a little bit because I'm going to take short trades now. Okay, let the market come around this level. If it forms a doji and then the market comes around this level, I won't take it directly because the scenarios there will change. Look, if it's coming directly right now, that's different. Let it move higher into this market area, let it come up a bit more, and then I will go for a red candle. Okay, if we want to take it on the upper side, and then the market should at least come up to this level and hold steady there. A little more. Okay. So guys, I have placed a trade for an upward direction here, and I have placed a slightly short trade. Let's see what the scenarios are here. I feel that the probability of this could be higher so that our trade closes on the upper side. Okay, even if it closes above this level of ours, we can still be profitable here. Although there is this level as well. Okay, it can also give a closing above this level. There is also an upper closing level, 321. All right, okay, just the way I said that if it gives a closing on the upside, then it will be profitable for us here, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so what matters is that when you take a trade, whether it forms a red or green candle, it doesn't matter as much as it matters that if you understand the closing time and where it will close, then you can trade very effectively here in timer mode. Okay, so basically this red candle has officially formed. Now here is the red candle. Yes, this is a red candle, but the real question is, where exactly did we take the trade here? It really depends on where it gives the closing. That is precisely why the trade becomes so profitable there. Okay, so this is a very good thing for those people who are watching closely. Understand where the closing will be. If you grasp the game of levels, you'll know where it can happen. Candlestick psychology also helps us predict the closing. The story is fine. Let's check natural gas. There's very little available there, so let's look at gold. Gold will be fine. Let's quickly set a level here. Guys, I have tapped for a download here. Although I know that the market is forming a green candle here, so we should have gone for a green candle. But I will prefer a down trade because the levels we have here, the levels, the one, if the market comes up a little, I will place an order. All right. So if our closing is below our box, then even if we lose one trade, it's not a problem because our trades above can be profitable here. Although I feel that there could be a bearish movement here. The market should turn red. Okay, so let's wait, guys, and see what scenarios unfold here because anything can happen in the market. It could turn green, it could turn red, but it will close below our level. Okay. Okay, so you can see, guys, just take a look. Analyzing whether a candle will be red or green is really not that easy. Okay, if you are constantly thinking about whether the next candle will be red or green, that is definitely not easy to see, understand, and predict. However, you can actually quite easily predict where the closing might happen. So with a proper margin of safety, you can trade it correctly. Okay, so these strategies can work very well for you. So guys, if you haven't joined our Telegram channel yet, you really should join us. There I will be sharing more insights. I can provide a money management sheet. So for example, if you deposit $100 and trade with $100, I can give you a money management sheet for free showing you how you can trade with that $100 using a specific money management strategy. Look, I am not telling you to pay anyone for this, not at all. Everything is completely free, and if anyone here asks you for money or if anything like that happens, you should not pay any money at all. Okay, you really need to learn, understand, and execute trades entirely on your own. Okay, you need to depend less on others and rely more on yourself. Okay, you need to actively increase your own capability. You need to teach yourself the art of trading because trading is not something like gambling, it is a serious kind of business. So when you truly want to sustain your efforts in this field and you want to make consistent profits in the long term, or what can we say, actually sustain your career, you will have to learn it yourself and you will have to dedicate time to this. Okay, so you can practice on a demo account, and if you want to practice well, you can technically do it on a real account, but I wouldn't recommend that. Stick to a demo account instead because you shouldn't risk it if you can't afford the loss. So you really shouldn't just jump into trading because there are huge, significant losses involved. And I want to be clear that I am not a financial advisor. I just show you how I personally place my own trades. I try to explain those things as clearly as I can. I don't have any intention of telling you to start trading. No, I just want to show you my videos to demonstrate exactly how I trade. Okay, if you are genuinely interested, you will have to take the time to learn the basics first. You can only trade after learning. It's not like you just jump directly into trading and think that you will start making a profit from tomorrow. You shouldn't do that. Okay, so that's all in this video, guys. I hope you like this video. If you like the video, please like it. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Bye bye, take care.